Hey there everybody, it's Harry Kalymnios from thethoughtgym.com, here helping you become your superhuman self. And this video is the last one for 2016 of my favourite things videos. If you've been following me for a while, you know that throughout 2016 I've been sharing once a month some ideas, concepts and products really that help improve my life in some small way. And I've been sharing those with you because I find that they are valuable to me and therefore they may be of service and of value to you. And this is the last video, so let's crack on with the 5 things that I want to share with you this week. Alright, number 1, it is this. I don't know if you can see the smoke, but I'm going to open this up. This is, in fact, you can see that there, an incense stick and a incense holder, I guess. And really the product I'm talking about is both the incense stick and the case itself. The reason being is that I find that having incense burning helps relax me. You can get different flavors or strengths and different smells, and it definitely helps create an atmosphere and a mood of relaxation, whether you want it for doing yoga or whether you want it for doing your work. Oh, I'm gonna put this down actually because it's suffocating me. You don't want it too close to you. But I'm back. And yeah, what I find is that when you've got it in one of those boxes, it helps the smoke kind of permeate a bit further than when you've just got it resting on one of those standard devices that you get. So really quite simple. I mean, they're a few quid. I picked one up somewhere. I think a friend gave me that as a present. And they're great. So incense sticks, holders and incense sticks is my first recommendation of my favorite things. Okay, number 2 is this really. It's a company called Ecova, and what they do is they sell kind of cleaning products, soaps, washing powders, all sorts of stuff, but they don't have all the harsh chemicals that are in traditional cleaning products. There's a few natural ones out there. This is one that I happen to use. It's a lot kinder on both your surfaces, but still cleans. But more importantly, it's kinder on your body. A lot of people don't really recognize the hundreds, if not thousands, of chemicals that they're exposed to. Year on year, more and more chemicals are being released into our water supply, into our soil, and directly into our skin through the cleaning products we use, not to mention our shampoos, our conditioners, our body washes. Personally, I wouldn't really touch anything in a traditional store, and I'd look very carefully even in these health stores. There's probably bound to be something wrong with anything you pick up, but it's always about minimizing the damage. You know, except for maybe making stuff yourself where you know exactly what's going into it, is very, very difficult. So you do the best you can with what you've got. Right now I'm at the stage where I'm using these Ecova products, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll progress and start making my own things as well, my own toothpastes and everything else, which you can do, but it's like everything. This is just about convenience and time. But if you can possibly avoid these chemicals, there are so many chemicals in the cleaning products, you have no idea the damage they're doing to your health. So start looking for natural alternatives. Do that bit of shopping around. It is worth it in the end. It's worth spending that extra 5 minutes, half an hour even, in research, just so that you can use something regularly with a bit of peace of mind and comfort. So that was number 2, my Ecova products. Alright, number 3 is this. These are some newer scales that I've got. They're bathroom scales, and they not only do your weight, but they also do your body fat. And what I like about these is because I used to have some body fat readers where it's just reading from the feet, in which case you don't get a super accurate reading. But this one, slightly more accurate. You can pull this apart like that, and you just hold on to this bit, extend it out in front of you, so it goes through your hands and your feet. Don't worry, you don't feel any electrical current or anything like that, but it just measures the impedance, I guess, through fat and through water on your body. I will say these aren't hugely accurate. I'm pretty sure they have way more fat on the display than actually is there. But here's the important thing. When you measure yourself, just measure yourself on the same device at the same time each day. Personally, I like to do it first thing in the morning before I've drunk any water, right after I've been to the loo, and so I know it's pretty much standard, and ideally you're doing the kind of the same day, I guess, each week or each month, whatever it might be. I've been kind of keeping track of weight and body fat and things for a number of years, and it's just quite interesting because I've got a guide then which shows me when I was having a different eating style, whether I was heavier, whether I was more fat, less fat, when I go on a holiday, what happens. I just find it quite interesting. I'm a little bit of in this quantified self movement, but not too hugely. I like to measure some of the standard things, and if you can't measure it, you can't manage it at the end of the day. So it is useful to have an idea. I would not say that weight is the be all and end all of health or fitness by any stretch of the imagination. What I would say though is that it can be a useful tool. So having these body fat readers, this one is by Omron. I'm sure you can get a bunch of others as well. Like I say, they're not going to be as accurate as some of the other body fat tests where you can maybe go and get dunked into water and they can measure you that way, but they are still good if you use the same thing consistently over and over, and then you get the variation from reading to reading. It's no point doing it 1 week on this, the next week at your friend's one, the next week at the gym. You're not going to get any decent readings, so stick to the same thing each and every week. Okay, number 4 on my list of favourite things for the month of December is this. What are these things? I will open one up. These are, in fact, you can see this. It's probably a bit blurry there for you, but that is a frozen wheatgrass shot. So wheatgrass is basically grass. It's not wheat, but it is a green grass. Not sure if you can see anything on here. Some green grass, which generally juiced through a masticating juicer. I will say that these are very, very convenient because you can buy them and just keep them in the freezer, but in my experience they don't taste as nice as the normal wheatgrass, and if you are a normal wheatgrass drinker, you know that's quite a stretch because most of the time wheatgrass doesn't taste that great for anyone. I think it depends on the batch sometimes and how you're feeling, but these definitely taste a little bit stronger for me. But what I love about wheatgrass, one of these shots is like around having about somewhere like 700 grams of broccoli. And what I do is I don't have one of these every day. I just tend to have this when I'm feeling like maybe I'm having a bit of a stressful week or time, or I'm not going to get my juice in or my smoothie in, or I just need that extra boost. Maybe I think I might be coming down with something, so I just preempt it to stop it happening, and I'll take one of these. So it's not something daily for me. It probably would be if I wanted to afford to buy some of these all the time, but as a safety measure, definitely worth investing in some frozen wheatgrass shots. Maybe you want to put these into a juice, make it a bit more palatable, or you brave it like me sometimes and just down it in one. You let it defrost for 10-15 minutes inside a cup of water maybe, and then you're good to go. So that was number 4, my frozen wheatgrass shots. Finally, number 5 are these. I just decided today to use these. I don't know if you can see these. These are just trousers. I'm in fact wearing a pair right now. I've got some grey, I've got some beige, and I've got some black ones on. And why am I sharing with you the trousers that I wear? The reason I'm sharing with you these is because they are super comfortable and stretchy, but yet smart at the same time. They're made by Lululemon. I've advertised these guys before, and no, I'm not getting paid to advertise Lululemon. Although, if you do want to sponsor me, Lululemon, I'm more than happy to, since I've got about 24 of your items at home, because they are good quality. They are pricey, but they look smart, and more importantly for me and for you, if you're someone that is active or cycles, or like me likes to take 2 or 3 steps at a time, then they really have a lot of give. These ones are called ABC pants, so anti-ball crushing, if you believe that, guys. And they are super comfy, and they are anti-ball crushing, as the name says. I use them on the bike because sometimes I'm going on my bike and I want to have like a little bit of a smarter attire because I'm meeting someone, and they're just really convenient for that because I can cycle and not be weighed down by the tightness in the pair of jeans or some other pair of trousers that I often use. They are, like I said, quite pricey, but definitely worth the money. My advice is buy half as many things and buy twice the price, and buy quality. So these are called ABC pants from Lululemon. I'll put a link somewhere below. You can check them out for yourself, guys, and maybe they have some for the girls as well. Super comfy, and you can even do yoga in them. I in fact have done yoga in them, and it's just like wearing tracksuits, but they look like wearing suit trousers. Ta-da! So that was it. That was my closing favourite things for 2016. So if you remember, we had the incense box, the incense sticks, we had the Ecova products, we had the body fat scales, we had the wheatgrass shots, and finally we had the Lululemon trousers. Like I say, these are things I use either daily, weekly, or frequently enough that I want to share them with you, and I think they can help you improve certain aspects of your life. For example, if you want to get out and move more, but you're restricted because you can't wear nice trousers, bingo, you've got an option now. So there we go. Let me know what you think. Have you liked this series of videos? Please do comment below, because I need your input in order to know what to shoot for you in 2017. So if you've been liking the favourite things, I'll have a rummage around with more things that I use for 2017, and we can share some of those items, or give me some ideas of what you want to see me do. Any kind of videos, it's all good. I'm here for you, I'm here to serve you, so please do comment. That being said, remember to subscribe, share, and I will see you on the next video. Until next time, remember, stay strong, stay super. Bye-bye.